Bro, this not even supposed to be all up here, bro. Head of HR? No. Head from HR. You raggedy bitch. This shit getting tough, but this motherfucking, where is this shit at, bro? I thought I whatchamacallit too. Anyway, yeah, I just passed it, that's all. It's in between. Alright, welcome to the Graffiti Jungle, Paulo Pulengue, benvenuti nella giungla di graffiti, questo è impostore, rockstar, il podcast di Gihareh, sono il capo, sono Chief Gihareh, Gihareh. Hey! That stuff's starting to pop up. Okay. Save. Dun, 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 dun. Yeah. This shit funny. What's the Q&A for today? It's Friday. You ain't got to do. Well, unhinged people. Okay. Ash Cash. Hold on. Okay. Man, I knew what today was. Like, I didn't forget what today was. But, so for instance, on Sunday, shit open late and close early. Yes. I'm not sure if I threw one away. But I gotta throw a piece out there for Bay. I recover, I got paint on my hand. But in case you want to see my picture, I just posted it, but my picture. 1, 2, 3, 4, abstract 5. Then there's me. And then there's me. I made it too late, bro. I didn't get to the computer so I can put this on a shirt. I was gonna put all this on a shirt. That's why it's not whatchamacallit. I had to crop it. Man. So, tomorrow. Which one can I? Let's go here, bro. I'm gonna have to do this just so I can. Boom. Okay. So, I guess I can potentially kind of, sort of, maybe. It really depends. Timing. Might have to just wait till Monday. Not sure. I'm not sure. Might have to wait till Monday. I just gotta get to a computer, man. I gotta find a computer, bro. Bro, it was all just whatchamacallit. I woke up and I'm like, all right, I'm going over here, let me go, this, that, there. I was ready to make the merch. You know, just. The sad part about today is the fact that. What's the sad part about today? Oh, we finished American Gangster. Finished American Gangster already, bro. So, I don't know what you gonna call it. What up, what up, what up, what up? So, I haven't taken any peruse to no socials or nothing like that. But, so I don't know what's going on for today. But, right before whatchamacallit, there was like, anybody who works at Astronomer, let me know what the vibes are this morning. The next day at the office. Hey, but the thing was, they knew. They knew what the hell was going on. They knew that they was all at the party. They was all at the Coldplay concert. It wasn't, it's not, well, the awkward part is like, damn, y'all got caught, bro. I don't know. Is it awkward or not? I don't know. We need somebody, this is the perfect time for somebody who works there to just be like, yeah, so we came in, we sat down, we were supposed to have a nice little meeting today. What y'all talk about? Ain't nobody, everybody try to be cool. Don't nobody address what happened. It's like, bro, how the hell do you even whatchamacallit, bro? It's like after that happens, it's like, all right, we're just not gonna talk about it. We're just not gonna talk. Okay, let me try to be the CEO, right? Let me try to be the CEO. Good morning, everybody. Now, as you may or may not know, in case you've been on social media at all, some stuff transpired at the concert. I would like for you all to respect my business. Don't ask me no questions. This nigga said, my privacy has been invaded. My wife took the kids and everything. It's like, nah, but you know, you can't even whatchamacallit. Because it's like, you see what I'm saying? Like, whoever the head of HR, no. Head from HR. Whoever she was, the head of HR, y'all can just go be together. Y'all ain't got shit to worry about. Y'all ain't got shit to do. But when it comes to the money and the assets and the finances, half. She got half. I'm gonna see you in court, big dog. Don't even worry about it. Don't even, bro. That's the only thing the nigga, at this point, that's the only thing this nigga trying to whatchamacallit. The nigga trying to keep all his business intact. It's like, so hold on. So you're telling me we lost the government concert? No, you're telling me we lost the government contract because of fucking Coldplay concert? Bro, it's this nigga, you gotta keep the money intact right now, bro. Ain't nothing like that work, wife. What do you say? Hold on, I'm trying to be a CEO. I'm the CEO of my company. I walk in the next day. I'm talking about business first. Nah, hell. Let's go ahead and address the elephant in the room. Me as an employee, you're the elephant. Yeah, what you want to say? Let's talk about it. What you want me not to say something? I'm gonna give me my severance pay. I ain't gonna say shit. Okay, me as the CEO, I just got caught. Damn, I got business to handle. Get to the office. Let's get to the office extra early on time. Extra early on time. What the fuck you gonna say? Yeah, bro. She's like, yeah, man. This shit crazy, bro. Then they caught my ass. This other shit. Yeah, that was wild, bro. Y'all saw that? I would have to like put a video up. I'm like, yeah, they caught our ass, bro. That shit crazy. I would have been like, damn, my dumb ass didn't duck. My dumb ass ducked. I should have just fucking waved at the camera. I was wilding, bro. I was wilding. Shit, bro. Wife done this, that, and the third. This why if I got into the office, I'm telling my business. I'm just gonna give me like, yeah, bro. I got home, my wife this, that, and the third. Wow, woo, woo. Or what if my wife was cool with it? My wife ain't even whatchamacallit, bro. We ain't even tripping about that. You just gotta let this shit blow over. It'll be over in about 48 hours. Then we'll find something else to talk about. Yeah. That shit. Bro. Shit's hilarious. No jest. Hilarious. This shit is hilarious. Bro. I should have perused the socials today. Just to figure out what the hell. I was really, because so on the website, I can also add pictures, you know what I'm saying, for like they got like the generic pictures of what it's supposed to look like when you order it. But I could have uploaded this picture. I could have uploaded this picture. I could have uploaded these pictures so that, cause like, you know how like it's one thing, they're just like, this the dopest shit too. Like, so the merch is like, you go to a website and you see like, they got like, not, well, they got AI models now. So that's one thing. But then like, you see the model for like the clothing or whatever. So that's another, like, so, okay, fine. It's taking me a while to get to this point. But you go on a website and it's models modeling whatever, but you don't know none of those models, right? This shit dope, this shit different, because it's like you'll see the merch, but the model, you know what I'm saying? Bro, because this ain't is cool, bro. It's cool, it's different. This is just me, this is my personal humble opinion. It's at some point like it's kind of hard to be humble. But for real though, if I had my hat on right here, these are the things I gotta start thinking about now. The next time I go to the whatchamacallit, I got a couple shirts. Oh, and then, like, bro, I can put these pictures on the website simply because it does have the merch. So I can show this shirt, or this one has the hat. So this has the shirt. These have the hat, and I can put any of those on the website. Trying to see if there's another one that got the shirt. Oh, this one. Even, bruh, the shirt and the hat. I can put both of those pictures on the website. I was ready. I was thinking about it. Well, I only thought about that one until just now. I was like, well, damn. But this is one of those, when I sat down at the computer, I would have been able to just, damn. These are a little bit of the moments of like, so I actually had, whatchamacallit? But the person who gave it to me, I hate this person. So I sold that bitch to fucking, like, bro, the person who gave me this computer, like, I utterly disgust and I hate this person. This is a family member. So I was like, man, I don't want anything that fucking got to do with this person. So I took that shit to the motherfucking, whatever the shop is that give you money. I said, okay, damn. But now I was like, I need a computer. Damn. I would have a computer. I'll be able to work on shit. Damn. It's okay. There's better coming. But see, that's the other part. Like, if I would have kept that computer, every time I touched or looked at the computer, I would have thought about that person. That's why I had to get rid of it. It's not giving me a new computer. Give me a new computer. Not just any old computer, We need a MacBook, people. Cause this, I don't know, the shit weird. It's like I only have access to one email now. And I be trying to email from this one shit and it don't be going through and it be sitting in the outbox. I'm like, what the fuck is going on? So, but it's easy with a Mac or whatever, because all I gotta do is just airdrop. It's quicker anyway. Airdrop. Send this bitch. Here go my pumps, my whatchamacallit. In plein air. Painting. So when I decided to add some color to the whatchamacallit, right? I only did the shaded areas, the shadows. I'm getting closer and closer to one day potentially painting. What's the type of oil painting? I'm getting closer, people. I have the skills, I have the knowledge to oil paint. Paint the shadows first. I'm getting closer, people. I haven't, my first oil painting. I'm gonna get there one day, but not today. Okay, I don't feel as sluggish, if that was the word I wanted to use. Yesterday, and it was like mentally, like physically, I was walking, you know what I'm saying, walking here, walk, this ain't terrible. But mentally, it was just never like firing on all cylinders. Mentally, it wasn't that. So it was like, I don't know, like, and technically I felt productive. Like at first I was like, well, let me draw this picture. That's why I ended up drawing a picture to like get my, and I was like, you know what I'm saying, drew the picture. I didn't really edit anything like that, and I didn't, not too much of anything, but yeah. Then today, I was sitting there like, I was like, I'm getting enough sleep. I don't know what's going on. I wasn't sure. So, I just know, didn't have a rock star. And then, I don't want to be spreading misinformation, but this guy was sitting there talking about like, I'm not sure if he was saying that he don't drink water or, I just, go to the comments, and the comments was like, anything in moderation. But he was bringing up some of those things that you hear in coming up in school. So one of them is, what is this shit, bro? Water is a universal solvent, right? Now, water is not as aggressive as something that is like acidic. Something like, there are things like, oh shit, if you throw this in there, like it's really about to just sizzle and whatever. But you might even know the concept of erosion. Like water will, if you put something in water and just leave it there, like whether it's the ocean, whatever is in it there, like water is a universal solvent. Like things dissolve in water. It may not be, doesn't pass, but, so he says, water's a universal solvent. He says that. Also, he was like, your body is already like a very high percentage of water already. So he was just saying like, water can also I guess I'm not sure what this property is, but a lot of everything kind of sort of has it in a sense. So I think for humans, we have this condition called homeostasis, which basically is that's what your body like really just tries to achieve. Like the things that you do, eat and drink and all this shit, like throws it off. How you sleep this and that, your body tries to like regulate and come back down to that, right? To this like calm, cool level. So he was saying like how water will it I don't even know how to explain this. There's this one thing of like, and now I've heard this again. I've heard like anything he said I've already kind of heard or know. But there's this I've heard this concept of water like absorbing, I'm gonna just say nutrients from around it. So I'm not sure what the property is or why it does that, but I have heard that water will like absorb nutrients from its surroundings or something. So with that, it's like if you have a whole bunch of water in your system, like water will pull nutrients from certain cells and whatnot. And so he was talking about like he just, yeah, it was that. You just shouldn't be drinking too much goddamn water. That like, he was like, there are people who like, cause he's talking about this whole thing of like you're drowning your cells and shit, and it was a thing. It's a thing. But it was like balance, moderation, everything in moderation. Too much of a good thing is a bad thing. Too much of a good thing is a bad thing. So, yeah. Then, but I said all that to say, by the time I whatchamacallit, bro, couldn't get to a computer, I still ended up just. I only wanted to add some red to it, so I added some red to it. I ain't even use the white. And yeah. Who the shorty with the leather chops on? I linked her whatchamacallit in another video, and we did a segment on her to see if she could dress, but she gives rock star vibes. This was the first picture I saw of her. She gives rock star vibes. Nah. Hey, they say Maya, like you talking about Maya the singer? Hell no. They like she that work still. But I don't know. You know, like man, I don't know nothing about nothing. You just who this and who that. So with Maya, I don't know if she was a pass around, toss around jump. She still look good. Shit. So I don't know if it was one of those, yeah, she got low, like that Carrie Hilson vibe. She got low, ain't nobody really talked to her, ain't nobody really did this on the third with her. You know what I'm saying? Maya and Carrie Hilson, they up there, but shit, both of them is shit. Giving packs any day of the week. Facts, bro. Shit. Hey, okay. But it is one of those. So for instance, we don't gotta get what you got, but like, so with Cassie, right? Cassie was fire back in the day too. Cassie was fire back in the day. We're not talking about now, but dude asked, and Cam asked the question we all wanted to ask. What was the pussy hitting for, man? You know what I'm saying? But what if the boxer's weak, bro? That's the chance. Are you willing? Are you willing to take that chance, bro? Are you? That be the joint right there, bro. Are you willing to take that chance, bro? If the box is weak, bro, are you still, is it, what if you know that, right? Because there's some Jones that know. There's some Jones that know. And you know, what if she talked to you in such a way it's just like, yeah, you know, this ain't terrible, boom, boom, boom. Like, it kind of would be, it would be like, this one, you got, I don't know. That's one of them, you know, private conversations you have with a John through. You know, you kind of like learn stuff going up through life and you meet certain people and they can talk to you in a certain way. They sound terrible, boom, boom, boom. That's one of them questions you got to ask one of them Johns like that. I'm not sure if that's a good thing or a bad thing. Somebody was pounding that shit. Or it got tucked away. It got tucked away. So, but yeah, that's a joint. That's a question that you had to ask, like a joint that you cool with and you can kind of talk to and just be like, yo, like, how do you, you know, if you know your box is weak, how do you know what I'm saying? Like, how do you really, yeah, like, what do you do? Like, so that you can ensure that you having a good time too. Hey, bro. Hey, bro. This shit's hilarious, bro. That's I think. Damn. It was like, that's the problem. We don't have enough men telling these women that, you know this shit whack, right? The T-Move package? Bro. Hey, bro, because you know they got the AI shit. It's at a third. It's okay for her to have her Rose toys, and the girls got all types of shit. Where you get this? Easy. Hey, yo. Bro, I be wanting to, whatchamacallit, bro. You know, like, it'd be like, that'd be like the time to say that shit. But, like, man, it's something like, man, if a girl was, probably like a girl, like, Easy taught me. Bro, that song is funny. That shit. Who taught you how to put the motherfucking Jimmy Choos on like that? I ain't never been to this side of Pussy Town. Who told you to open up some more? Hey, bro. Hey, bro. I want to ask a John this question too, bro. I want to ask a John this question too, bro. Cause I don't know, like, cause then the girls was agreeing. The girls was agreeing, and whatchamacallit, it was like, yeah. Like, the girls would be like, is she really feeling you? It's a whole nother part of Pussy Town. She's like, open the other side of the Pussy Town up. It's more pussy. She like, yeah, it's more over here, bro. Who taught you how to? Easy. Hey, bro, that shit is funny as fuck, bro. Hey, bro, that shit funny. Yo, this shit hilarious, bro. It's fucking hilarious. Oh, gosh. Easy talking. These are questions. It's just a regular ass questions, bro. You might not have to be cool with each other. That's the part that make you like. That's the part that make you kind of, you know. That, you know how they say, the one that you get with and Because this is where the responsibility of us as men, like, and like this is even when it like, for who he was or whatever, it's like, bro, you couldn't keep one thing intact, bro. Cause it's like not only he had her, he had the the one she don't even really say nothing no more. What's the Young Miami? Is that her name? Carisha, bro. I don't know about her. Cause you know how sometimes when some people just out there, but it's like it's like in the moment, it's like you know what? But it's like keeping something intact, like. It'd have been if you'd have just kept this, decent, like of just one thing, bro. Cause I think they talk about how like she was dating some dude. She was with somebody before him. That's the whole thing. Cassie was with somebody before him. And it was like, yo, if she would have went this route, those are those certain things people understand. Some things some other people just don't understand. Ain't no snapback. The snapback, the cap, ain't no snapback after this. They be thinking. It be the ones that be like, you do and then, hold on, how do I say that? Like you be the ones I don't know if they think like, oh, you the exception. Like, and the whatchamacallit? So like Brittany Renner, she had sat down on this podcast and the dudes, it was like the dudes folded. It was like, y'all had the perfect opportunity and chance to tell her about herself. Lay it up and fold it like a tent, like a lawn chair. Whatever y'all want to, whatever is best to say. Fold it like bro, you had the perfect opportunity and chance to tell her. But then I sat there and thought about it. I was like, I'm not even sure what it is that I would want to kind of tell her. I'm not even sure about what you would even say to her, John. Like, because I saw this clip and it was Cardi B and she was like yelling at some girl on the other side. And I was just like, I don't know what it was. It was like Cardi B and it was some other people and then the other Joan was over here. And she might have used the B word, bitch, some. And she kept repeating it. But it was like, like, those are those, I'm not sure, like, like, how do you really talk to a Joan like this? How do you really address this? Like, because there was this one Brittany Renner joint, and this is the one that, like, this was like, oh, man, yeah. Like, she went on this one podcast with these other two dudes. They kept their composure. But she threw a drink on, and this was with Charleston White. So I think it was like Charleston White, and it was like two other dudes, and then she was on the gym, and this is one of those, this is a crash out, you know what I'm saying? And she threw the drink on the one boy. She was doing a lot of this, that, and the third. And but if a John gets to that, just because you're loud doesn't mean you're right. When they get to one of those points and they're yelling, just because you're loud doesn't mean you're right. And it's like, how do you talk to somebody like that? How do you address that situation? But it's not even do we address this? Is there anything to address or is there anything to say? Like, that's one thing I was thinking about earlier, like, because it was a Cardi B situation. Feelings aren't facts. Yes. And hey, if we can talk about this, we can. That's a topic. Feelings aren't facts. Now, if we can delve into this joint right here, it's like I'm not sure what words I want to use, but we can try not to use certain words. But they say that like a woman justifying whatever actions based off of how she was feeling, and then come back and say you can't invalidate my feelings. That's fine. We're not we're not here to invalidate your feelings. You know what I'm saying? But just because you have some unhealed part of you doesn't mean that something was an attack. It doesn't mean that something should have offended you. There's an unhealed part of you maybe. You know what I'm saying? Like, and it's not all the time, but it's just sometimes. Sometimes it's just like, this shouldn't have triggered you. This shouldn't have elicited this type of response. You just probably had some unhealed whatever, but not then this is not to invalidate how you feel, but it doesn't justify the thing said and done here. Now that was a thing. That's a topic. That's a topic, bro. But it was how that is a crutch, for lack of a better word. You can't invalidate my feelings. Fine. But there's whatever your perception is, and there's a reality. It's not invalidating your feelings. It's more you can feel how you want, but it's not an excuse to act a donkey. Act a donkey. Facts. Yeah, that's why you're like, how do you say this professionally? How you calling me an ass? No, that's not what I'm calling you. I'm just saying certain actions and behaviors are attached to this. And if you just happen to, bro, it's hilarious, bro. Um, no, that is funny. That is hilarious, bro. That is hilarious. That is hilarious. So, sip my drink, bro. Sip my drink. So yeah, the other point it was the of what do you do? How do you address those moments in those situations? Either diffuse it. The goal would be to diffuse it, right? The goal would be to diffuse it. However, they talk about feel how you feel was not an excuse to cuss and fuss and fight. Cuss, fuss, and fight. That should be the name of a song. That should be the name of a song. Cuss, fuss, and fight. Like, I can relate to this. Hey, bro. And it don't even gotta be a toxic song. Tell Giveon. Tell Giveon. Giveon said, I wrote this song and it was low-key he's like, it wasn't even low-key, it was high-key disrespectful to my ex. I sent it to her and she was like, oh, and he was like, you're not listening. You this was disrespectful. You're not listening. Tell Giveon to make a song called Cussing, Fussing, and Fighting. Yo. That shit would be, it's toxic. Low key. But it's a reality. Yo. So, what's the next? Oh. Yeah, I don't know how to just, the one thing would be, it would be a skill to diffuse that type of situation. So, or did you just like, you know what? I'm gonna excuse myself. Or it's there's two things. One is, stepping into the fire. So that would be the thing, right? How do you step into the fire but not really engage? But just to say, I'm not afraid. I just don't want to be at that level that you're at. Say just like that. Yeah, I would love to, truly articulate this point. I'm not sure if it's going to be well received. Even if it's not, here's this. And then, it's that part people are raised to do the most because they feel disrespectful, and that's the correct way to handle things. They feel disrespect, and that's the correct way to handle things. And so like there's this one jump. Now I feel like what's their Kadeen and yeah, that couple, and they got kids, they got sons and whatnot. It was, you know what I'm saying? It was cool. I feel like he kind of like maybe kind of like it could have been a little bit shorter, but he was trying to get his son to react differently to a situation and not, because I think his son started crying and, you know what I'm saying, wanting to yell and this and the third, boom, boom, and he had to show his son like, okay. And I bring that up to say like, he had this conversation with his son so that his son could see like, okay, it's a different way to express yourself, and he's like, it's not about, it's fine that you don't like how something went or something like that, but it's another way to express yourself. And just because you don't like it doesn't mean, again, like, that you can say you don't like something, but it is not going to change what's happening or how things are going. So, sometimes that's what I feel like when the streamers make those fake scenarios. Some of those, like, it is a teachable moment to be like, okay, this is how you can potentially carry a situation. There's so many topics on that, but it all boils down to you're comfortably with yourself. I have anybody who thinks different, but know you, and don't let somebody put you in a trick bag to go off and act a fool. Being comfortable with yourself. And, like, if you have your boundaries, and so you got your boundaries, and somebody else can have theirs. So there's no and so it really do sometimes how you don't have to be cool with everybody, right? You don't have to be cool with it, and you don't have to force that. And neither one of the people have to, like, neither party has to force that. Like, you know what? But it's of one person coming to an agreement of, or just at least knowing and realizing, like, okay, you stand for whatever X, Y, and Z. I disagree on this, and I stand for whatever X, Y, and Z. So amicably, let's just agree to disagree and go about our own ways here. So it's those types of things, and so I think the other part with the streamers and whatnot is the manufacturing of it. And now this is the one thing I had an issue with, and because I think, like, just over time, you know what I'm saying, you're going to experience, ooh, I don't have a whatchamacallit right now. Oh, Shorty said, she said, this is one thing people don't talk about enough. She said, and forgive me if I don't got the exact wording for this, or what you would want to call this name, but she said, of all those things that people look for in their girlfriend or whatever, is find someone who suffers well. And I was like, that is a thing. And what you mean their feelings to what end though? And that should be fine, but people aren't like that. Everyone be in their feelings to what end though. Oh shoot, what was the other part? Because I feel like there's two things. I introduced this suffering well one, but the other one was because I was about to say, you know, over time spent with someone or whatever, that at some point you're going to experience them at different facets and moments or whatever, right? And I think one of my things and issues was like those being to manufacture a certain feeling, and that's the one thing I had a problem with, where yes, you would like to see someone in a certain light, but it's not even like you would really want to see. So for instance, you don't want to see somebody sad. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, it would be in your best interest to know what it's like when this person is sad and how they do handle it, and so that you can either, help navigate that space with them, or like you kind of even know how to maneuver. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? So, but I don't think that you should do something to make that person sad just to see how they're going to, you know what I'm saying, this and that third, and then boom, boom, boom. No, 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 no. That's the part that I whatchamacallit with, right? I feel like if you're with someone for a long enough period of time, at some point you'll probably see them experience sadness. And so you can say, okay, well, when this person is sad, this is probably some of the things that they'll say and do. This is probably how they move, whatever, and and technically, if you're going to still be around them, like the things that you can, you know what I'm saying, help with, like so that they're no longer in that space. You know what I'm saying? Or how to maneuver. You know what I'm saying? Even whether that's taking a step back for a little bit, you know what I'm saying, or whatever, giving them the space too, whatever it is. You know what I'm saying? Some people gotta carry their own cross. So that's fine, but I don't think a person needs to like manufacture that and say, you know what, I'm gonna do something to make this person whatchamacallit so I can see that. No, 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 no. Now, the other point was finding someone who suffers well. That was the topic that the other shorty brought up, and I was like, you know what, that is whatchamacallit. Because I was thinking about when you go on the social medias, there's a couple topics that you're gonna see a lot of. Most posts are either it's gonna be something about money, relationships, food, or money, relationships, food, or just some religious, spiritual shit. And that was the whatchamacallit, bro. So she said this thing about suffering well, and the thing is, those are the whatchamacallits though, right? So happiness, and we don't really deal with the when everything is good, it's good. It's the when shit go bad. So sad, mad, scared, right? Sad, mad, scared. But people do it or test your feelings. That I didn't want to say it, but yes, it's the testing that is that I just cannot stand. It's the testing. The testing you. And it's like you don't have to. You don't have to do that. You don't have to do that. So because life is going to. And this is why it was one of those, I don't need you to be another test. I don't need you to be this and another. The rest of life is going to do that. You don't got to do that. You know what I'm saying? Or if that person's just going through something, and again, it's like, okay, they're going through something as well. Life is doing the same thing to them. And so finding someone who suffers well, that when they are sad, when they're mad, or when they're scared, or they don't, what do they do out of fear? What do they say out of anger? And what do they say out of, say and do out of sadness? Finding someone who suffers well. And that when they're at their low moments of feeling low, the things that they say and do. And I think it's, you're gonna have to just be around, and you're gonna have to spend some time, and then you'll see, like, it's something to know. It's just something to know. Whew. That took a while to to get to that point. But thank you. Thank you. Oh man. Whew. That took a while to like just finish that point. This is good though. This is good though. I feel like that may have been one of the other things I was trying to say for some cigar talk. But part of me feel like it's a working on a whatchamacallit, and then to make it into an official video. I think that may be. So the part of it is like when I'm on live it's you got the time to just flush out the concept and talk in circles until you get to how you want to say it. Then when I need to rate my video, it's like, okay, you need to like this, bro. Get to it, bro. But I'm not sure. Well, I don't even think it matters. Because I was about to say, I just finished American Gangster, and I got a couple scenes that I wanted to like put in there. I had that last little bit, so I'm like sitting on that, and then that's potentially going to be episode 23. That'll be potentially be episode 23. And again, it's the, well, I'm not at that frustrated point. I'm not at the frustrated point. There's a frustrated point, and like being patient, and okay, saying, you know what, okay, these ideas I need to like flush out. So right now, I like that one. At least I have an idea of what we want to do for episode 23, and continue it at the storage. The coolest shit. So the clip, I have not listened to their new album, but it's been like a topic. People have been talking about, and it was like, because something I'm not really sure. It's like you're not really sure about how people really feel about certain things. So they was talking about all this mumble rap, and this person ain't, and shit just not good, and it's always the same, da da da, woo woo woo. And so they, with this Pusha T and the Clipse album, like it's been like a topic, it's been a thing, where there's memes, jokes, or whatever, like it's a thing. So I think I'm gonna have to listen to it. But I put the dopest shit was that edit. I put it over to the Grindin beat, and that shit was hitting. But I'm not sure if it's just because of the Grindin beat. It's a thin line. What you mean it's a thin line? What's a thin line? The Grindin beat, it has a lot of whatchamacallit. So the shit was just hitting. The shit was just hitting with the beat. So I think that shit was fire. That shit was fire. And then, other than that, when I came back to check, it was the Klay Thompson and Megan Thee Stallion. And so when you trying to figure out, well, he's not even trying to figure out, but whoever Megan is dating is always a topic. It's always a thing. And my only thing is like, with the whole, oh, they look cute together and this and that, like, did you say that the last time? Or the time before that? Or the time before that? Like, that's what it's been like the last few years, bro. That's what it's been like the last few years. So it'll be interesting to see because I think they just like, I think they're just now making appearances. The last time I checked, again, I didn't see him on her page. I would have to go check. I didn't see him on her page. So it'll be interesting to see like when they actually start confirming and actually talking about this and the third. Cause yeah, yeah, that's just the whole thing. Like now, because when you gotta take that L, dealing with her, dealing with the crazy in your life and losing or not losing. Oh, it's a thin line to dealing with the crazy in your life and losing or not losing your mind. Dealing with the crazy in your life. Yeah. Now, the one thing about that is from what my experience, there's this thing of, they say ain't nothing new under the sun. So anything that you're going through, somebody else has been through and overcome. And or even if you like, there's this other one of even in like this past life sense, anything you're going through now, you already overcome in the past life. So it's about doing it again and getting further than you did in this and the third one before. So it's for those people who, for instance, Britney Spears. The last thing I saw about Britney Spears, there was it was a video, and like with the cringy content is on the third. And Britney, so like there's different things. Like if a random person had just did this or another third, you would think they were just trying to be funny and trying to whatchamacallit. But Britney Spears was like putting on this whole ass show in her motherfucking room, her bedroom, next to the bed, dresser, and just props and shit. And there was like, y'all, this is Britney Spears. And if you know, like, she's a performer. Like, she's a performer. Just let her live. She just wants to be on stage and perform and this and the third. Like, you gotta understand, she has certain habits and traits and skills. Like, she used to perform, so now that she ain't performing, like, if she just in her room with a brush and in the mirror singing and changing clothes and this and the third, just remind you, she used to perform, people. So I bring her up just to say, like, the stuff that she's been through. And it's like, hey, now one of the hardest lines for me was, trauma is the best gateway drug. Bitch, why you? If you knew what I've been through and what I had, you would understand why I'm. I puffed it away. Whatever Solange said. So, if he that, bro, if he that, like, he's like, you know what? The fact that this person still has their sanity. That be the thing. Or it'd be you know what? I understand. Just going. Because there was this one guy. He's sitting there. Well, in this situation, race matters. So, it's not funny. Yeah. You know, you don't want to laugh because people in the comments like, you laughing at this person, what you call it. But it is, he was like, it was a black guy in the room with the white men, and he was like, yeah, when you say to just da-da-da, then that's like saying come to your side, and I can't come to your side, and shit not gonna be this and the thing. He's spazzing. And it's like, somebody was like, see, it's just the frustration. It's just the frustration and the pent-up anger, and it's time the third of how life been doing. Life been lifing. Life been whipping his ass. And he has this chance and opportunity to speak, and he gonna speak his mind. He just can't say it calmly. If you understood what he been through. So yeah, it is that. It is that. It is the. It's okay though, you know. It's okay not to be okay. Maybe. But then sometimes keep calm. It's just humor. These are things. These are things. What's your favorite sense? Is it hearing, seeing, smelling, taste, touch? She said common. Common sense. You know what it is? Common sense. Can't buy a sense of humor. Thank you. Man. Oh boy. Oh boy. And we gotta figure out this new movie, man. We gotta figure out a new movie that's not on Tubi. All right, so we watched Goodfellas. We watched Casino. We watched American Gangster. Now what we gotta watch, man? Now what we gotta watch? It's either new or something old before, but with something old, it gotta be enough time so that you don't remember what's going on. And then, you know, like, with any, man, I don't know. Because it do be if you sit down and commit a certain amount of time to a movie, you be like, shit. And then this is the other reason I don't, like, you do and don't like reviews of other shit, because it's like, is this shit gonna get good? And you just waiting for it, and then you don't spend so much time, you're like, I might as well finish it. Like, because what was getting me today was, I still haven't finished Dracula, the book. And so, damn, I still ain't finished this book. You know what I'm saying? I was like, shit, I never finished it. So it'd be like those things that you never finish. And I don't know, but it was one part felt like it was getting good, but then it switched to the other girl, and you gotta read her. You gotta read all these journal excerpts and shit. Oh man, you got the time, the energy, the patience. The time, the energy, and the patience, bro. Oh man. And I knocked out. There's nothing else I really want to do to this picture. I liked it though. I was almost at the point where I was just about to just leave the picture, but I was like, nah, I kind of like this shit. I was like, I kind of like this shit, so I didn't necessarily want to leave it. And then the shit hard though. It's something to talk about. We could do a little art discourse. You know what I'm saying? Just on this, we do a little art discourse on this. Yeah, that'll be alright. Fashion photography art discourse. So will have to find whatever else is what you call it. But it do be like that sometimes. It do be like, for instance, this astronomer CEO shit. Like, is it gonna blow over? How long? How long is it gonna take for it to blow over? Was this just nah? I think the other part, I guess, of what kind of made it whatchamacallit was of how genuine it was. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's a mix. There's just, it is just a mix, bro. Of like, with the unreal, fake, generated content, it can give certain concepts. You know what I'm saying? There's just certain concepts and ideas that can be fleshed out. But the real authentic, you see, like, Love Island was a thing. Reality TV is always a thing. Reality TV, right? And I'm not sure how they could like spin reality. It's not even a spinning of reality TV. And I think that's one of the things that streaming and streamers, that's what they fucking it up at. Where at some point you don't want to watch the reality TV because you know that, oh, they sat these two people down in this room and told them to talk about this situation or something. Like that makes it a little bit. It ain't got to be too scripted, but it's partially whatchamacallit. And that's supposed to be like the one thing about streaming and those type of vlog contents where it's supposed to be like you're supposed to, the shit is not scripted. Ain't no part of this shit scripted. And so when this shit happened, like, nah, like this is a real situation. This is really happening. You know what I'm saying? And so that's where like, but you see where they have that whole, well, I need some content. You know what I'm saying? Man, how, oh, now, yeah, I don't know what y'all, there's this one dude, right? So I guess it was two girls or whatever. It was some girls. And the girls recorded this guy and it was like, yo, find him for me. Nigga in the comments was like, bitch, he was right in front of your face. Just why didn't you just go talk to him? Like that space that of why are we in certain, you know what I'm saying, realms and spaces with interaction and engagement and, you know, COVID, interaction skills, social skills, all that shit, right? And so the thing was, it got back to him. And he was like, these two busted raggedy bitches. Where's this shit at? I need my shit from where is that? You raggedy bitch. He said, yeah, people in the comments like, well, he ain't have to call him busted and raggedy. This, that, and third. But he had a girl though. So it was like, what was supposed to be his reaction and whatchamacallit? And now the reason I say that was because the one dude who's a flight attendant, no, he's a pilot. He went from this to this to this over to whatchamacallit span, and he's like, he posting pictures in each one of whatchamacallit. Now he a pilot, he fly the plane. And when he posts his shit, because I was about to, you know, you try to defend somebody, you know, because there is this whatchamacallit, because they was joking his girlfriend for going into the comments, and it was like, oh, his girlfriend got time today. People came to comment just to see what his girlfriend was saying and doing, and but there was one comment I was like, oh hell, I can't defend this, because outside of just being, oh, you friendly, so outside of just saying thank you and this and the third, he said, thank you so much. It was this one John had said something. He said, thank you so much. It was a typo in this shit, but I was like, because I was like, well, let me see what he was trying to say. And I was like, oh, he was trying to say thank you so much. I was like, nah, I can't defend you. I can't defend you. Now, it is this is the third day of Nicki Unhinged. And I'm trying to understand what the hell is going on. So I thought I thought my confusion was misplaced. No. People was like, no, we really don't know why she's coming after her right now. Right? But in the comments, people keep bringing up. So, and not only that, because you know, it's like, you know a little bit, but not a lot. I ain't want to gossip, so you ain't heard it from me. And now, if you ain't never seen In Living Color, anyway, so, they be like, Nicki, you talking about but your man at home? I don't know what it is about the man that she's dating right now. I don't know what he did or is. Because people come, they're like, Nikki, the person that you have at home. It was like, talk about that, address that. So there was like, Nikki blinked twice. It was like, are you trying to distract us from what's going, or something, or is this a cry for help? I don't know what the hell is going on. With like, niggas really are, there was like Young Money going outside right now. Well, the only thing about Lil Wayne was nobody likes the Carter Six. And, well, oh, okay. Oh, shit, do I have, let me see. I think I deleted, whatchamacallits. Yes. So apparently, and like this not it's not which is it's an actual thing. Nicki Minaj is like she's been like going after SZA on Twitter, and so the first part I was like I was trying to understand why is Nicki Minaj going after SZA, right? I was confused. So sometimes it's like, well, did SZA say something to her about her? Like, what did SZA do to cause her to, what I'm saying, to really be coming at her? And so the thing was, you started whatchamacallit, it's like, oh, no, there is no reason. There is nothing that we can tell or see. Yeah, like, um, so there's nothing that we could really foretell or see, right? And so I'm thinking, okay, maybe it was just a one-time thing. But then she keeps going, and like there's been days and times, and it's just like, oh no, she's still going after SZA, right? She's still like mentioning her, talking about, and SZA was just on some. SZA even at one point said, "I don't know what you got going on. I don't know what's going on with you, but I got a show to work on tomorrow. Good night." Like, and so that's when niggas was like, they even posted the one shit that was like, uh, SZA on tour right now in Europe, Nicki, no upcoming shows. So it was like, and they started putting up numbers and saying third. Now, it's just something you just gotta respect, like, you know, because that's what like people who came up before the streaming era and this and third and all this internet and shit. So there's like boom, but nobody can sit here and pinpoint a reason as to why Nicki is going after SZA. They say she has not mentioned Kendrick yet. So, and then she's like tagging, she was tagging, the federal bureau and this agent and this person, like she's tagging them and like publicly like, yo, this and that, boom, boom, boom. So, the Sagittarius. Yo, yeah, so it was a thing, man. It's and so the other part was the barbs, like where the barbs at to come to, and it was like, even the barbs like, shit, Nikki, damn. It was like even the shit with Drake, they was like, yo, it's becoming harder and harder to be a Drake fan, yo. This is the barbs was like, I can't defend this shit. God damn it. So he was like, I can't defend this shit. I was like, it's like they just like, we gotta stay quiet right now, yo. I don't know. But right now, she not beating these allegations right here. This shit keep coming up. This shit keep coming up, bro. Oh my gosh, that shit keep coming up. So I don't know what the hell. What the hell? I don't know what's going on. Cause you do want to be like, yo, if it is whatever this is there, something gotta give, bro. Something gotta give. Cause the other part is like, SZA seems like she whatchamacallit this and that, and she'd come back, she'd be like, she's still talking about me? Because SZA even dropped like whatchamacallit, and she was like, yeah, remember, like, oh, so SZA dropped a text message, and it was like, not SZA with the COVID receipts. It was a text. This is like a text message, and this is from like this is back when COVID hit. So SZA was on some enough is enough. When you had enough, you had enough. So SZA dropped some text messages, and it was like, remember when you was asking for a feature and you didn't get a response? Like I had, and SZA dropped the text messages, and the thing was, she was like, "Hey, this is Nikki," and she was like, "Minaj," and then so Nicki's once SZA drops this, Nicki Minaj's response is, Nicki makes another tweet. Bro, Nicki makes another tweet. So we're gonna out of nowhere. I'm not sure what it's given. I'm not sure what it's given, but so Nikki drops another tweet because in the text message it said, "Hey, this is Nikki," and SZA's like, "Minaj," and she was like, "Yeah." So Nikki just dropped another tweet that said, uh, "Minaj, no, the Knickerbockers," and then she goes into this whole other thing, and it's like, "Yo, son, what are you doing? What is going on? Why are you running?" So I don't know, man. I don't know what this world's going, but I know one thing, that this is a life of baby, cause I'm a thug all day, every day. Mm-mm-mm, mm-mm, mm-mm, mm-mm. Oh my goodness, bro. Oh my goodness. It's entertainment. It's entertainment, though. Something to talk about. Is Nikki part of the distraction? Or you know how like they be talking about like the fake beefs? Do somebody got some new music coming out? That'd be the thing about like Kanye, right? Kanye been quiet. Kanye been quiet. So does that mean ain't no music, ain't no clothing, ain't no merch, ain't no this and the third? Well, actually, I think Kanye's supposed to have like a concert. The last thing I was seeing from Kanye, he was posting like this. He was supposed to be having like a concert, but I think it was like overseas or something. I think it was like overseas. So, but that'd be the other thing. If Kanye is wilding, then that means there's music, clothing to be released. He needs y'all to just tap in and buy that. So, is Nicki Minaj gonna come with some new music? Oh, the Carter Six. Well, the one thing that would be worth trying is like for somebody to do it. Somebody has to do it, right? So Will Smith did a freestyle, right? He was rapping. I don't think most people, nobody even cared for it. So what dude did was he just took that and he put it over top of, well, he put it over top of the old school beat, and he was like, "See, it wasn't what Will was saying, it was the beat." And so that was the one thing I noticed about the Carter Six. And so these are it's two things to talk about. One, because when I was listening to the Carter 6, there was sometimes I was like, bro, like, if you listen to what he's saying, this shit kind of fire. But this beat is trash. So somebody mentioned that Wayne is one of those, you can tell he don't listen to no other rappers. He don't know what the hell going on. Like, he's literally one of those, yeah, I'm just gonna make whatever the fuck I want to make. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, those type of shit, right? Which is like when you sit there and talk about this shit, right? This is the one caveat, but it there's things to this. So the fact that he decided to make a whole album, mind you, at least the pro and the con is the fact that, yeah, this is something I never heard before, but I don't like it. You know, you see what I'm saying? It's when you listen to the Carter 6, it's, yeah, this is a new beat. It doesn't sound like the rest of what's trending in this and the third. I just don't like it. So that's one thing. That's a good and a bad in that. It's different, but I don't like it. And for lyric wise and what he's saying, he's still hitting with some of those punchlines that somebody was like, because there was one punchline I was like, I feel like that's supposed to be a punchline, but I didn't really understand it. But then they came back and broke it down. I was like, it really is this, like the entendres and the wordplay. That shit is still there, but it's lost in translation because of the beat. So that is a thing of like, let's say like, yo, you put in some, like, as an artist, being in a realm of space where like you're not affected by influence, right? You're not affected by any trend, any influence, this person, that person, none of that shit. So what you make is truly like, yeah, I've really just creating something new. You know what I'm saying? So that is the thing. Now, what you saw, what happened with Beyonce one song, and this is literally the thing, right? That Beyonce song, Cuff It, you don't even want to listen to the original one, and this and the third, boom, 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 but they took that shit, put it over the Leah verse, and now that shit was fire. So that's all, and I'm not sure why I haven't seen that or nobody did that. And it's just like, you know what? Like, that's all y'all had to do. Like, take some of his shit. Because, one of the things was, for me, drought 1, 2, 3. You know what I'm saying? No ceilings. That's the Wayne, this and the third. But that's going over top of somebody else's beat and then putting his whatchamacallit. So that's all that shit had to do. That's all that shit had to do. Somebody needs to go ahead and just do that. I'm about to take this time to just do one song just like that, bro. I'm gonna just pick a beat and of a beat that you can say like, okay, boom, like a regular ass, not regular ass song, but just take a song and put his lyrics over top of that song. Like, I'm gonna see if I can try to get that, hit the lyrics and whatnot, put that shit over top of a song as is, and see if it hit different. You know what I'm saying? I think that's worth trying out. Taking the Carter 6 and put it on a different beat. Keep Wayne lyrics, keep everything the fucking same, but just take his lyrics and put them over top of different beats. I guess from some songs and this and the third. So I'll sit there and think about that, but that's a literal fucking thing, bro. That's a literal thing.